As you know, the Tiny Toons reboot cartoon show has returned to TV. And even though it's a pretty decent reboot of the 1990s cartoon, well, while watching, I can't help but feel a little bit nostalgic for the classic show. And of course, with that original show came a slew of video games. I'm Irate, I'm Gamer, I am the Irate Gamer, and Tiny Toons video games are invading this review. Tiny Toons for the NES was released in 1991, and by then, video game companies really had a good handle on what made a game great, so playing this one delivered nothing but fan service from the cartoon. And I used to love renting this game back in the day because it was a huge surprise to see so many character cameos spread throughout the game. The game's intro had Montana Max, Buster Bunny, the select screen had Shirley the Loon, allowing you to pick Plucky, Dizzy, or Furball as your companion in the game, and then in-game, there was characters like Hampton, Concord, Dogo Dodo, Sweetie, but they also had that Arnold dog guy, which is also a villain. And the icing on this cake is that they even included a bonus level based on that Star Wars parody episode they did. Alright, use the Force, Buster! So yeah, there are a lot of things to gush about in this game, and I know you're not tuning into the Irate Gamer show to see me gush about games. You want to see me tear this thing apart, so let's tear this thing apart! Just look at Buster Bunny smugly jumping through this game. Who the hell does he think he is? Fuck that guy and those carrots he collects! The downside to Buster here is that all the sidekicks that he can transform into during the game are the very ones that have all the special cool abilities. Plucky can fly through stages, Dizzy can blast through barriers, and Furball climbs walls. And what does Buster do? Well, he does this. And what the hell am I supposed to do with that, you loser? And make sure you pick Buster's sidekick at your own risk, because you'll be stuck with them until you clear out all 3 stages in each level on the map. So it's like when you come to this point here where you could climb the wall to bypass half the stage, while the character that you did pick becomes about as useful as turning in a blender. Ugh, what a bona fide grade A turd burger. Now don't get me wrong, this is a cool game, but what could have been even better is giving the player the option of being able to switch out any of these 4 characters at any time by pushing the select button or something. They could have had their own health meter, and once they died in the game, well, you just move on to the next guy. This would have been an awesome solution to how hard the gameplay gets in this game later on. And look, the Tiny Toons video game was made by Konami, the same company that also made the childhood-scarring video game Ninja Turtles for the NES. The one thing they actually did right in this game was giving you the ability to switch out any of the turtles you wanted at any time in this game. And it's a shame they couldn't carry that feature over into this game, so you could switch out the Tiny Toons characters anytime you wanted. Talk about dropping the ball on this one. 30 years later and I'm still pissed about this. Now each level in this game is composed of 3 stages each. You face off against the stage boss Elmira at the end of stage 2, and the final level boss at the end of stage 3. Now these Elmira confrontations are frustrating because you have to avoid her long enough for this door to open and finish this stage. But if she catches you, you just don't redo the level. No, no, no! You have to start all the way back at the beginning of stage 1. Stage 1?! You motherfucker! I have to do this shit all over again? I thought this game was for kids! What kind of bullshit is this? But that aside, this is a great game. And of course, why is this game so great? Well, it's probably because they lifted tons of game elements from other popular games. Because look at this. This first level here seems awfully close to Super Mario Bros. 3. And the second level seems awfully close to Super Mario Bros. 2. Huh. Look at that, you even jump out of the quicksand the same way. And can we say Donkey Kong, anyone? And also, let's just check out this Arnold dog character, because he basically operates like a damn Hammer Brother from Super Mario Bros. What the hell? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Ah, my eyes! The goggles! They do nothing! And don't get me started on this level 3 boss, because he's the hardest mofo in the game since he jumps down from the ceiling and then jumps down below at record speeds! Half the time I end up hurting myself or falling down the hole along with him! Son of a bitch! Oh, I just want to cry tears of fail. I hate you. Then level 4 here takes me so long to get to the top of the stage and reach the final boss that my timer always runs out. Well, shit my pancake batter! So after releasing Tiny Toons, which wasn't a bad game, I'm just really nitpicking, well, Konami decided to release Tiny Toons 2, Trouble in Wacky Land. And with this sequel, just guess the road they took with the gameplay here. Make another solid action platformer like the first one, or throw gorilla feces at the wall to see what Rorschach-like paintings materialize from all that dripping poo water. Oh yeah, dripping poo water for the win. And even upon watching the game's intro, I'm super confused here, because it tells us that a huge amusement park just opened up, and it's time for all the Tiny Toons characters to go and have a good time there. An amusement park? What the fuck happened to Wacky Land? Trouble in Wacky Land! The only trouble I'm having is comprehending why the hell I'm at an amusement park. Time to ride the roller coaster. Fail. Time to do the bumper cars. Fail. Time to ride the train. Oh cool, we finally get to play as Hampton Pig. Yay! Fail. Time to visit the fun house. Oh, it's locked. Fail, fail, fail. Time to ride the log ride. Alright, well I guess this is one light between those butt cracks, because this is actually pretty fun. But these 4 amusement park rides makes up the entire game. What in the hell? Look, if I wanted to play a game full of amusement park rides, they already made a game called Adventures in Magic Kingdom, where they give you iconic rides to fight through, like Pirates of the Caribbean, fail, Splash Mountain, fail, Space Mountain, fail, and the Haunted Mansion? Oh, that could be cool. Oh, fail. And boy, this level really gives off those Ghosts and Goblins vibes. Yeah, it's just as difficult as well. And of course, when it came to the second Tiny Toons installment, why didn't they make it like the first game? Because that would have been a home run. Instead, they made it like the Adventures in Magic Kingdom, which made no sense at all and made for a terrible game. Oh, but just wait, because things get even crazier with the third installment, Tiny Toons Cartoon Workshop. But does this game even qualify as a video game? Because playing this one makes me feel like Nintendo was just handing out video game quality seals to the same group of video game companies no matter how dumb the game premise was. This game requires the player to piece together tons of sequences and having to sift through multiple confusing screens all just to make one little stop-motion cartoon? And the process turns out to be so damn boring. Why did they think I would want to play this game over watching the cartoon show? Because it doesn't. Why me? Yeah, I'm thinking the same damn thing right now. Now you're probably saying, hey, wait a minute, Irate Gamer, what about all those games outside of the NES? Well, what about them? Buster Bust Loose for the Super Nintendo looks amazing, and it looks just like the cartoon at certain points, but the controls are horrible. Most of the time the game requires you to sprint up the walls, down the walls, all over the place, and you end up killing yourself half the time trying to accomplish this feat. Then you have the game Wacky Sports Challenge. Ah, great, this is just like Trouble in Wacky Land, but with sports. Oh, what cash grab bullshit. Now, if you head on over to the Game Boy, well, we have Bab's Big Break. And, alright, thankfully this is a decent installment because it's pretty much like the first NES game. But this game is obviously superior, since you get to play as other characters like Hampton, Shirley the Loon, and Beefy Le Pew? Oh, dude, what? And besides that, you can also switch out any of the main 3 characters anytime you want? Oh, come on, that's what I wanted for the NES game! Konami, you asshole! Thanks for raping my childhood yet again! But as for those other Game Boy games like Montana's Movie Madness, oh, horrible. Buster Saves the Day? Yeah, right, Buster Saves bullshit. Dizzy's Candy Quest? Fuck the Candy Quest! Everywhere I walk, I end up falling through the goddamn floor! Ah, you suck! But we do have Buster's Hidden Treasure for the Sega Genesis. This is a fun one too, even if the stages do look like they've been lifted directly out of a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Look, I won't tell if you will, because I just want a decent Tiny Toons game to play. As you can see, well, they come few and far between. Like, say, Trouble in Wacky Land? Aw, fuck this game! good riddance. And that's a wrap! Kool-Aid Man was a huge advertising icon for kids growing up in the 70s and 80s. And in the old television commercials, he would smash his way into a room whenever kids were looking for something to drink. His popularity was so huge that it even crossed over into the realm of video games. Now there are two different Kool-Aid games that were made, one for the Atari and one for the Intellivision. Now since both these games are completely different from each other, for this review, we'll be looking at both. First, let's go ahead and check out the Atari version. Now the first thing we see in this game is the familiar scene of Kool-Aid Man bursting through the wall. And this is a very nice touch, because what could be cooler than that? Oh yeah! Kool-Aid Man! Oh yeah! What the hell? That's my wall you just destroyed! Oh yeah! Damn it, Kool-Aid Man, I'm in the middle of a game review. Get the hell out of here! Okay! How come all these interruptions always happen on my show? Alright, so after the nostalgic intro, the game begins, and you get to play as Kool-Aid Man. Now the enemies in this game are colored balls that fly back and forth across the screen, and depending on where they're released, determines their color. In this row, we only find red balls. In this row, we find orange balls. And in this row, we only find blue balls. So guys, you might want to avoid this row. Now these enemies are called thirsties. And in this game, they travel around the screen and randomly stop to extend a straw into the pool of water below in order to start sucking it dry. Now as Kool-Aid Man, your job is to collect these thirsties only while they're drinking. Because if you touch them while they're moving, shit! They bounce your ass across the screen. This especially gets annoying later in the game when the enemies keep knocking you into other enemies over and over again. Oh, come on! This also becomes a pain in the ass when the water's almost gone and you can't even collect the enemy in time. Shit! Now thankfully, there are also a few power-up items you can pick up in this game. Periodically, letters will randomly fly across the screen, and each one represents a different ingredient that makes up Kool-Aid. If you manage to catch just one, your player will go from being a sissy small pitcher of Kool-Aid into a huge hulking invincible Kool-Aid killing machine! Nothing will stand in your way now! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Ah, God damn it, Kool-Aid Man again? Oh yeah! Don't you realize I have a door? Oh yeah! Just get the hell out of my house! Okay! It's getting ridiculous. Now each level has 30 enemies you have to destroy. Once you've gotten them all, you get to advance to the next level, and everything moves just a little bit faster than before. But even though level 1 is pretty simple to beat, just wait until you reach level 50. Holy shit! Out of hell with this game. Now for those of you who can't get enough of the big red guy, there was also a second game produced for the Intellivision. Now upon starting, you take control of two kids, and their mission is to go around a huge 3-story house and collect the 3 ingredients that make up Kool-Aid. Now after locating one, it's your job to pick it up and bring it over to the kitchen area. And you can tell it's a kitchen by the giant sink. Now each kid can carry one item, and this really comes in handy when you're trying to beat the game's 10-minute time limit. Now during all your running back and forth, you'll also notice that there are 2 thirsties roaming around the house. Instead of touching them like in the Atari version, you'll want to avoid these guys at all costs, because if you get too close to them, they'll change direction and start to chase after you. Now this is something that you don't want to happen, because if they manage to catch up to you, one of the kids will be frozen in place. Get hit a second time, and the game will be over. This especially sucks when both kids are carrying items, because the item also gets frozen in place along with the kid. Not even a Final Fantasy item will cure this petrification. Damn. Now grabbing both the Kool-Aid mix and pitcher items are pretty easy to do. But the sugar, on the other hand, is placed just out of your reach. The only way to grab it is by finding the stepladder that's directly above it. So after grabbing the ladder and bringing it back to the table, it's time to grab the sugar. But not so fast, because you also have to make sure you drop it directly in front of the table. If you place it just off to the right, you'll climb up and won't be able to reach it. Place it off to the left, you'll climb up and, where the hell am I? So after grabbing the final ingredient, it's then time to head back to the kitchen for the final time. Now if you fail to make Kool-Aid before the timer runs out, you'll end up getting the big fat game over screen. And rightly so, because even if you can't make Kool-Aid in real life in under 10 minutes, it's pretty much game over for you too there, pal. Damn it! Alright, so after you've collected all 3 ingredients and placed them in the kitchen, you'll finally be able to make Kool-Aid and summon the Kool-Aid Man. Now it's time to sit back and watch the magic begin. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh come on, Kool-Aid Man! Why the hell you keep destroying my house? Oh yeah! You burst in here one more time and your days are numbered, pal. Okay. So after Kool-Aid Man smashes his way into the game, your job now is to hunt down the thirsties that were chasing after the kids. Once you've found them both, the mission is over, and you get to advance to the next level. Now you get the pleasure of doing it all over again. Again and 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 again until you lose your mind from making Kool-Aid. Boy, I'm starting to get sick of this game. Oh yeah! Damn it, Kool-Aid Man, what the hell? Oh yeah? Oh, that's it, Kool-Aid Man. You jumped through your last hole, buddy. Oh no! Time to get me some Kool-Aid. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Now back to Ronnie the Skeleton's Christmas special. Oh, look, it's snowing. I can't believe it. It's another Christmas miracle. Boy, I love this show. Looks like I'm going to need some more Kool-Aid. When bad video games are afoot, there's only one person to call upon. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Irate Superman! Mild-mannered gamer by day, Irate Gamer by night, he helps the populace with their retro video game woes. Prepare to die, vile fiend! All in a day's work. But today, Irate Superman will face one adventure he's unprepared with, his own mortality. What? The death of Superman? No! Exactly 30 years ago today, in the summer of 1992, DC did the unthinkable and created a foe so powerful for Superman that this monster named Doomsday would end up killing him. This 7-issue event played out weekly, with Superman ultimately meeting his maker on the very last page in the iconic issue of Superman, number 75. Even though Superman had gone out with a bang, it would be his return that would be even more startling. Because not only did one superhero try taking his place, but 4 Supermen all showed up to fight over who would be taking over that Superman mantle. And this was a clever idea because DC Comics had 4 Superman titles running on a weekly basis, with each title focusing on one of the new 4 Supermen. And each new installment was released weekly, which played out like a soap opera, and of course comic book fans went crazy trying to figure out who the real Superman would eventually turn out to be and win that Superman battle. But that, of course, is before the huge twist in the storyline where a 5th black-suited Superman showed up and revealed that he was in fact the Real Superman? Wait, what? Alright, well that may sound ridiculous, but this was a great story, and it was such a huge event that it was then adapted into a video game format onto both the NES and Sega Genesis. Back then I was such a huge Superman fan, I bought this game day one. Unfortunately, my high expectations quickly turned into a flaming leaning tower of shit. Yeah, imagine the visual on that one. Now this game could have been phenomenal, but so many poor gaming decisions were made, it just ruined this title. First, let's address this one-player bullshit going on in this game. I was hoping for the bar to be set pretty high with this title for a two-player ass-kicking mode for the ultimate brawling experience. After all, Superman did fight alongside that entire 1980s Justice League of America against Doomsday. I mean, just take your pick on who that second player could have been. But dear God, just pick anyone but Booster Gold. Hey, wait a minute, I could be a great second player! Oh, you're the dumbest superhero ever. Get out of my face! But imagine my surprise after I bought this game, started it up, got to the selection screen, and... fuck. One player? So yeah, the game developers got lazy. So lazy, in fact, that fighting as Superman turns out to be the most boring fucking experience of my life. Wanna beat up bad guys? Well, you lucky bastard, you get to beat them up in a punch-punch-kick-kick manner for 85 consecutive minutes. So get those fingers ready for a severe case of arthritis as you repeatedly button mash your way over and over as fast as possible until you beg for mercy. Damn! And I swear this game gets so repetitive and boring, you'll be begging for Doomsday to put Superman out of his misery by the end of that stage 2 there. It's bad enough that the game makes you fight the same 3 enemies over and over again, but couldn't they have at least changed their names? How many times are they gonna make me beat the shit out of guys named Chainsaw and Molotov? I'm about to hang myself with this controller. So after stage 2, well, Superman finally dies, and it's about damn time. Because that means the second part of this Reign of Supermen storyline is about to kick in. And when I was a kid, I couldn't wait to get to this part. But again, I had delusions of video game grandeur that this part of the game would give you a selection screen where you could pick any of the 4 Supermen from the comics to be your fighter. Or maybe this was part of the game where a second player could join in, so you could have 2 of these Supermen fighting side by side together at the same time. My God, that would have been amazing. But as cool as that sounds, they instead took this apple dumpling and gave you a pile of shit dumplings. Because there's no 2-player action, no character selection screen, just the game pre-selecting the Superman they want you to fight as? You motherfucker! But as far as the gameplay goes, well, they managed to shit a hole through those expectations too. First you get to play as that cool cyborg Superman. Then you get to play as Eradicator Superman, tackling crime in the city. Then in a weird move, Superboy gets 3 stages, yes, 3 fucking stages back to back to fight through, before switching over to Steel Superman, who brings up the rear for only 1 level before the game switches back over to Superboy again? What kind of bizarro bullshit universe did I just cross over into? Wow, if they tried giving the only black Superman in this game 1 level to fight through in today's upside down world, the internet would have been going apeshit right about now. But who the hell cares what Superman you play as anyway? Because it turns out that every damn fighter in this game fights the exact same way. There's absolutely no unique fighting features that sets any of these guys apart, well, aside from Steel using that big-ass hammer. Alright, I guess that's kinda cool. But aside from that, there's no special moves or extra pizzazz that makes this title pop. Like a 2-player feature. My God, this game should have had one. It's like they looked at the Ninja Turtles arcade game and said, yeah, let's do this game, but a shittier version of it. Oh my God, this 4-player game selection screen would have been the icing on the cake for fans of the comic. Because think about this, even when you get to the point in the story where Cyborg Superman turns out to be the bad guy, well, you could just replace him on the select screen with the black-suited Superman. Problem solved, and yeah, awesome. And if you're wondering if the black-suited Superman is even in this game, oh yeah, he's there, but only for 2 goddamn seconds before they take him off the screen again. All these game developers can eat shit! I'm sorry guys, I just cannot play this game anymore. The execution sucks, the gameplay's horrible, and it's finally time to damn this thing back to the Phantom Zone where it belongs! Alright, a little piece of Kryptonian technology I picked up in my travels. evidence, you stupid game! The bat signal, this time! Time to play some Batman. During the summer of 1989, that iconic Batman movie debuted, and it was advertised everywhere.
What are you? I'm Batman.
There were action figures, Taco Bell promotions, Diet Coke promotions,
We seem to be down to our last Diet Coke.
Mad Magazine tie-ins, and the inevitable release of Batman for the NES. And I'll never forget the feeling I had when me and my cousin went to the video game store and saw this title pop up for the very first time. And I couldn't wait to get this one home and fire it up. Look at that iconic logo. Can't go wrong with this one, or so I thought. The first level showcases the gritty streets of Gotham City, thugs at every turn, smooth controls, and the ability to toggle between weapons like the batarangs, bat missiles, and the bat buzzsaw blades. Huh, I must have been in the bathroom during that part of the movie. Now yes, this game is pretty decent because it plays amazing, it looks amazing, the music is awesome. But let's not judge this comic book game by its cover because once reaching those later levels, this game becomes harder than petrified batshit. Holy piles of unflushable feces, Batman! That's right, Robin. When you start this game, things will be all hunky-dorky as long as you have a nice supply of batarangs by your side. Once exhausting your supply, however, you better get ready for a batshit storm of epic proportions. The only weapon you'll have left are your fists, and, well, they pretty much suck. So your A-game better be the shiniest fucking polished turd known to mankind, or else your crime-fighting days will be short-lived. And when Batman dies, he literally goes out in a blaze of glory, just like some Mortal Kombat finisher bullshit. Toasty! Holy fireballs of flaming shit, Batman! As a kid, this was one game I could never get that far in, because this isn't a title you could just pick up and play through. Each enemy has their own precision timed attacks that you have to memorize, which ends up sucking all the fun out of it. And if you're not careful, they'll all just end up pecking away at your energy meter until killing you off. Why? Why do you have to be so fucking hard? Ah! Especially when encountering these rocket pack flying assholes. Don't try escaping these guys by advancing forward because well, they'll just advance along with you. Ah! Son of a... And God help you if you kill one and go backwards in the wrong direction because they'll just end up respawning on you. Oh good God, now there's two of these assholes! Oh, you motherfucking game, eat shit! You go from fighting street shit, platform shit, to surviving rooftop shit, to this ninja assassin shit. If you have those weapons, he's easy to kill, but run out of them halfway through your battle. Oh no! Ah, shit! Ah, bat fuck. And the same thing goes for this level boss too. You can't use your bat fists against this guy. They'll wipe your ass all over the concrete. Ah! Ugh. Ah! But if this game would just give me an endless supply of batarangs, then this guy becomes pretty simple to beat? Wait a minute, it was just that easy? Ugh. What makes this situation even worse is the game couldn't even give me a recognizable Batman villain to fight off, like the Riddler, Catwoman, or even Clayface. Hell, I'd even settle for Mr. Zaz at this point, but nope, this game gives us Killer Moth. Killer Moth? Who in the hell is that? And how is this reject Batman villain kicking my ass so badly? Okay, granted, Killer Moth is sort of known now, but back in 1989, no one knew who the hell this guy was. It's like they picked a character from the bottom of a barrel with the bottom that's fallen out. And if you think the Batman villains get even better in these later levels, well, check these out. We've got the Executioner, Firebug, and this machine that looks like it was ripped out right out of a Metroid game. Oh, pathetic. Holy unrecognizable pool of piss-poor villains, Batman! Well, at least we have the Joker as the final boss in this game, but good fucking luck getting there. Especially when you reach the second level, where you're required to precision jump from one platform to the next ad nauseum. One wrong move and ah shit! Splash right down to the chemicals below that won't kill you right away, but instead teases you that thinking your escape is possible as you try wall jumping out of this shit. It always just goes terribly wrong. Aw, bullshit. Alright, let's try this again. We can get this. Come on. Jump off here. Come on, come on. Oh, you dick. Let's try this one more time. Oh god, here we go. Damn it. Ugh! You bat bastard. Holy chemical reactions that go right up your butt, Batman. And don't get me started on this area where electrical live wires are found everywhere. I always hated this part because how the hell am I supposed to pass this without getting hurt? Ah, bat piss! Now I'm sure any fan of this Batman game will agree that the cutscenes in this game are top notch. First off, we get some really cool pre-game banter before you even start the game. And then once starting the game, we get a Batmobile racing into Gotham City to save it. Haha, yeah, look at Batman. Then after the first level, the Batmobile ends up blasting its way into the chemical plant. Yep, worth every penny. Now while digging into the history of this game, I found something truly shocking about these cutscenes that'll blow your mind. Especially if you've played this game hours on end and you think you've seen everything that it has to offer. Well, it turns out a few years ago, a prototype to this Batman game surfaced, and the most jaw-dropping thing about it was that the game originally contained a whole subplot that was scrapped, as well as an alternate ending? Holy multiverse of interchangeable outcomes, Batman! In the original game, we see the iconic intro where the Batman rolls into Gotham City and Batman getting out. But in the prototype, there's a whole deleted subplot that starts the game off with Batman chasing down the bad guy to find Vicky Vale. So riddle me this, why was that cutscene cut from this game? As a kid, I would have loved to see it. All the early games for the NES never had a lot of cutscenes to them, but when we got them, we always ate them up because they came few and far between. I just can't believe they cut all this stuff out of the original game. So after level 1, the prototype then continues the story of Batman finally rescuing Vicky Vale from Killer Moth. She then tells him he needs to go to the chemical plant. And again, why cut all this great information out? The retail version only contains a small cutscene where the Batmobile just blasts through this wall and you don't even know where he's at. Talk about gutting all the good stuff. Once skipping to the level 4 cutscene, this is where the retail version starts improving on what could have been, since the prototype's version just has the Gotham City skyline. But later, they added a Batwing for the movie to spicing things up here. Alright, I dig that. Score 1 for the retail version. Now let's talk about the alternate ending for this game because this is where things get really interesting. In the prototype, we're given a scene that was deleted that occurs before you head to the final boss. Then the prototype reveals that the last boss you have to face in this game is not the Joker. No, it's actually none other than Firefly. Firefly? You mean to tell me this game is supposed to be adapted from the movie doesn't even give you a chance to beat up on the main villain from it? Who the hell's responsible for this bat blunder? The only way you get to face the Joker at the end is during the game's ending cutscene when Batman confronts him and then punches him out. And then after that, the credits start rolling? What in the holy hell is this train wreck? Well, thankfully someone over there came to their senses at the last minute, because in the final version, ta-da! The Joker becomes your final boss. Crisis averted. So after beating him in the final version, well, the game ditches the entire prototype ending and replaces it with a brand new one. In this new cutscene, Batman shows up to punch out the Joker, which sends him down to his death. And then we get to see a dead Joker, still grinning as if he's laughing it up. Well, I gotta say this new ending is a lot better, but this is just wild to think about. This game has 2 different endings, and the craziest part about them is that you could have just taken the prototype ending, let it play through, and then tacked on the new ending after that, and the story would actually make even more sense than the one we got. This would have been awesome because the ending would have been longer and more satisfying than just throwing him out the window. I'm not sure why they didn't just incorporate both endings here, but I'm sure this is a mystery not even the Riddler himself could crack. It's so crazy to think that there are so many changes made from the prototype to the final version of this Batman game. Well, at least the one we got ended up turning out okay. Alright guys, well that's my cue. Time to suit up.
Alright, time to go fight some crime! No, wait a minute, not you! No!
Holy flaming pieces of bat bits, Batman! So recently everybody seems to be abuzz about this new Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers movie. But remember the NES game? Well good, because today we're reviewing it. And I know some might say, no, don't review this game, it was so good, it was ranked number 77 on some top video game list for the NES. Well, bullshit, I'm going there and I'm taking these damn rodents to hell with me. Once part of that iconic Disney's Afternoon lineup, the game was so anticipated that Nintendo Power dedicated an entire magazine cover in the summer of 1990, complete with maps and previews, making every kid think, hot damn, this is gonna be some game. And it was too, because right off the bat, we're treated with a fancy startup screen with a great 8-bit rendition of that theme song. We're also given a shit ton of life-altering gameplay decisions that'll make you question every direction of choices in your life. Chip or Dale, 1-player or 2-player, Pepsi Challenge Can 1 or Can 2. Oh my god, I can't decide! Ah! But just calm down, because no matter which route you take, the gameplay is pretty damn fun. Solid intro, tons of character sprites from the show, and they even have a mini caper for these rascally rodents to solve. Alright, and this looks like the perfect case for the Irate Gamer.
And the Rescue Rangers.
Oh no, you guys don't. I decided I'm playing a 1-player game today.
Not today, you ain't.
Hey! What's all the ruckus going on here? We playing this game or what?
Oh, that's up to the Irate Gamer here.
I don't have time for this. Besides, last time, you left your little rodent poops all over my controller.
Ah, crikey! You poop on a controller one time!
I mean, yeah, the 2-player game is amazing, especially since it's always tough finding good 2-player games for the NES. But I'll be damned if I'm putting up with bullshit like this today where the other player advances too far ahead and kills me. Damn it! But nothing, we're done here.
Wow!
Now this first stage is pretty darn nostalgic, as you fight through this alleyway of robot dogs. There's really nothing to gripe here except for the fact that dying at any point in this level means restarting back at the beginning of it. I hate when that happens. But as for the other enemies here, well, you'll be fighting off robot rats, inchworms, owls. What in the holy hell is this shit? Is that supposed to be Monterey Jack? Huh? Unfortunately, his weird cameo appearance is so fast and out of the blue, he always looks like some mutant zombie mouse that's barreling at me like an enemy I need to avoid. Couldn't they have designed a better looking Monterey Jack sprite than this thing? Ugh, disgusting. And at the end of this level, Capcom drops the ball again, once facing off against this cleaning machine of death. All this guy does is sit there and throws electrical bolts at you. Talk about a waste of an enemy. I'm just sitting here waiting for the moment when this thing starts whirling around like a Tasmanian devil and slaps the shit out of something with all those hands. But it doesn't happen. What a letdown. Once he's defeated, well, we see the main bad guy of this game, Fat Cat, then appear to tell us that he's kidnapped Gadget, and tells us that we'll never ever see her again. Well, this ends up becoming a bunch of diarrhea-drenched dick waffles, because afterwards, well, she keeps popping up every 5 damn seconds to bring us some important revelation about the challenges that await us in the future levels that I guess can't be figured out on our own? Like this clue right here. Jump on the water faucets to turn them off. Alright, good advice. Although once reaching this area, I quickly realized that this is something I could have figured out on my own. I'm sure that's a fluke. Alright, let's check out this one. Throw something at the switches to make the balls stop. Well, no shit, you don't say. You have any other words of wisdom? Watch out for the fans. Oh my god, I'm about to hang myself. So once reaching this main level map, well, we find that we don't have to visit every single level placed before us. We can just choose our own adventure by picking our own path to fight through. Although I've always wondered what kind of asshole actually looped up here through stage E when they could have instead just blasted through stage F and bypassed it all and be done with it. Well, it's probably the same moron that loved battling through this piece of shit kangaroo stage with all these kanga bastards literally throwing shit from their pouches at you. Oh, fuck you, kangaroos! And speaking of enemies, what the hell's up with these rodents here? Huh? Hey, let's keep this G-rated, buddy. I don't know what the hell this guy's flinging at me, but it certainly doesn't look kid-friendly. Once arriving at the very end of this map, well, we get to finally save Ratchet, give her flowers, and then she'll tell you, hey, you just missed Fat Cat, but now I've got a rocket for you. Whoa, wait a minute. Is she coming on to me with some weird sexual innuendos here? Because she was just held captive throughout this entire game. Where the hell did she manage to get a rocket from? Well, enough trying to make sense of this uncomfortable scene. Let's just see where this magical rocket that just appeared out of nowhere takes us. Ah, fuck, 3 more levels? You piece of shit! That means 3 more levels of searching through sewers. Ah, you kamikaze asshole! Long jumping over pelicans. You long neck dickle dicker! And navigate on conveyor belts all running at different speeds. Ah, damn it. Where the hell was Ratchet to warn me of this garbage? Oh, there she is. You almost fell into a hole? Like I fucking care! So finally we come to the final stage, boss. And this son of a bitch throws so much cigar ash at me, I'm about to get lung cancer just from playing this stage. And the one thing I hate about this guy is that this last boss becomes a mission impossible stage boss that leaves you an ass-crack-sized area to squeeze through in order to defeat him. Well, finally the day is saved. And predictably, this game leaves the door open for a sequel that just happened to be released a couple years later. And thank God in this installment, we finally get a spray of Monterey Jack that doesn't look like a psycho-killing mutant rat that's scary enough to scare his own mother. Oh shit, no, guys, I take it back, no! So here we are at the dawn of a new Jurassic Park movie, and this is pretty exciting. Now, I'm old enough to remember when the first one came out, on the evening news, they had so many moms freaking out because they brought their young kids to the movie, and they didn't realize that dinosaurs were eating people, so they left during the middle of it. Now, this might be an odd thing to hear about today, but you have to remember back then, nothing like this had been done in cinema before. And since this movie scared the crap out of so many kids, it's even more crazy that this title was even made for the NES. Especially since director Steven Spielberg was also involved in that whole E.T. video game debacle 11 years prior. So with that in mind, let's plop this sucker in and play some Jurassic Park for the NES. And the first thing we get a good look at is that Jurassic Park logo alongside the Ocean logo. And not just the Ocean logo, but a whole shitload of Ocean logos. Just in case you forgot who the hell made this game, I guess. And if you're wondering if this is a joke, nope, this is exactly how it appears in the game. Alright, we get it already. Now we have this iconic T-Rex here opening his mouth and salivating while we make our decision on which option to choose. What's odd here is how there are so many musical options, but not one single trace of the iconic Jurassic Park theme song found anywhere in this game. Wow, that is a serious letdown, because if you play the Jurassic Park game, well, you'll want to hear that iconic music along with it. But nope, I guess that song is just too much to license from John Williams. Damn. Well, at least the replacement song is pretty darn catchy, but it is a little bit too upbeat for my tastes. In fact, I'd rather have something more drab to listen to while slaughtering helpless baby dinosaurs into dust. Well, one of the nice touches you'll find in this game is that we get a special cameo by Mr. DNA?
Oh, yeah! Hi, Irate Gamer!
Hey buddy, welcome to the show.
Time for some Dino DNA!
Indeed. So anyway, the game then tells us that all hell's breaking loose, while dropping us right into the middle of the movie plot at the point where all the power grids are failing.
Yep, and your mission is to save old Timmy here from being stampeded on by Triceratopses.
Are you feeling okay?
Oh yeah, sorry. I just got over a bad case of blue balls.
Oh damn, sorry to hear that, buddy. Oh, that's rough. So anyways, well here we are on a dino reserve, equipped with a big old cannon to blast away mini dinos with. Aw yeah, tons of fun, but here's where the linchpin of bullshit comes in. The game only gives you a finite amount of bullets. And when you're out of ammo, baby, you better run like the wind. Because you need to collect or destroy 12 of these dino eggs to advance in the game. Just don't touch the, damn it, Well, yeah, that. Once finishing your Easter egg hunt, you'll be given a key card that grants you access into this building. Once inside, you'll need to find more dino eggs. Well, not quite the deal breaker here, since we only need to find 4 this time to access this computer. And check it out, we can open up the front gate? Ah shit, what the hell is this about? Well, if I check this online help here, it says I need to access the other terminal, which is, where else? Well, the other building on the other side of the level. Don't you just hate these video game rat races that sound like a bad plot device found in a Die Hard movie?
Welcome to the party, pal!
So after exiting this screen... Oh, what the shit? The dinosaur I killed earlier respawned on me? And it took half a second for this asshole to beeline right over to me. I don't even have time to react. So not only do you get to endure the disappointment of accessing the wrong computer, but the game then shits on you by launching this respawn dickhead at you. So now I have to run over to the other building, collect 10 more eggs, and get the keycard that I'm looking for. And this task would have been a lot better if they left these stupid question mark packages completely out of the game. Because if you end up opening some of these, they'll explode right in your fucking face! Like, what kind of jokey smurf kind of bullshit is this? In fact, the dumbest thing I've ever seen is this shit right here, where they put 2 boxes side by side. The one replenishes your health while the other blows up on you. What in the absolute fuck is the point of this? Did the game developer just do this so he could sit back later and laugh his ass off on how diabolical his plan was? Because this is just nonsense. Just give me that keycard so I can access this terminal and finally open that front gate. Once hot-footing it out of here, well, we finally find Timmy, who's in desperate need of help from getting trampled over by those Triceratops. Well, that was quick. In fact, this whole level is ass-wrenching since your character moves as slow as fucking snail shit. No! Come on, Timmy, move your ass! Oh, you're fucking on your own, Timmy! And if by some miracle you do survive, well, it's on stage 2, where you'll get to do even more Easter egg hunting. Great. So expect bigger dinos, fuck, dinos that gang up on you, double fuck, and even more of this shit. Exploding fuck! And then, after all that, if you played the video game Tubin, well, this next area is, well, kind of reminiscent of that. And even though that's the case, well, this water rafting area turns out to be pretty darn fun. Oh man, finally! Cue the music! Oh yeah, that's more like it. Floating down the stream and gently avoiding these dinosaurs and little logs floating past you. And this becomes a nice respite that calms your nerves until reaching the next stage, where you'll now have to save Lex from the giant T-Rex. Son of a bitch! And I was never able to pass this level as a kid. First off, it takes like 50 bullets just to knock down one of the T-Rex's health bars. Then you have to race around the screen making sure Lex doesn't get eaten. And you also have to keep yourself from getting eaten. Shit! And when you see that little hat floating down to the ground, well, it's game over, pal. Damn it! T-Rex and again! Stop beating me, you dick face! Alright, get behind him! And now! You bitch! Why? Why? My god, they couldn't have made this boss any easier? This is only the second goddamn level! Game over? Oh no, it's more like game raped. Hey, you need some help there, buddy? Hey, what the? Alright gamers, today we're on a hunt to find the best Jurassic Park games. And last time, well, we took a look at the NES version, which wasn't too bad of an experience, well, up until we met up with that damn T-Rex. This time, we're going to be diving into systems like the Game Boy here in order to uncover what other fossilized Jurassic shitwaffles await us. First up is Jurassic Park for the Game Boy, released shortly after the NES version. And as you might expect, this appears to be just like the NES version. Same intro, level layout, egg hunting missions, and yes, even that damn respawning dino asshole, which attacks after accessing that computer terminal. Not the Game Boy 2, you chuckle fucker! Even though both games are pretty much identical, there is however one minor change I could have done without. And it's how they zoomed in the shit out of this camera angle. Compared to the NES version, my god, I can almost see the pixelated hairs on this guy's nose. Everything is so zoomed in here, I'm not even able to see what's lurking around the corner waiting to attack me. You Brontoshitosaurus! And also with this Game Boy version, I was simply shocked after collecting all the eggs in this building and receiving this error message. Entry denied? What is this shit? Collecting all the eggs here should have unlocked this terminal. Now I'm not sure why this happened, but I do wonder if I have to access the other computer terminal first. Alright, fine. Head on over to the other building, collect all the eggs here, and... aw, you scrambled egg turd gobbler! This game is so zoomed in, I can't see shit! The dinosaurs have defeated you and now rule Jurassic Park? Well fine, they can fucking have it! Now it's time to move on to the Game Boy game, Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues. Which, oddly enough, isn't an adaptation of the second Jurassic Park movie, but a sequel to the first Jurassic Park video game? Alright, well, however that works, upon starting, well, we actually find that this could actually be the perfect Jurassic Park game ever made. We'll sprinkle my Stegosaurus with shiny shit stains! Flashy intro, great platformer execution, and the best part, I don't have to scavenger hunt for any ammo. Praise the Lord, hallelujah! And we also get to collect some Jurassic Park cereal boxes. Nice! Run over here and, holy hell, I can swim in this game too? Where's this game been all my life? Mwah! But hold the damn phone here, gamers. Because at the end of stage 2, well, we run into this damn obstacle that derails this entire heavenly experience into a pile of pterodactyl excrement. Because just take a look at this. I'm being blocked from completing the level? What foul manner of a demonic hellspawn is instituting this bullshiticus of such an awesome game? Well, it turns out in order to pass this area, well, you'll need to find all of these Jurassic Park cereal boxes spread throughout the level. Well, thanks a fucking ton, Ocean. And now I'm dead. Great. Ah, damn it. I knew there was a catch. There's always a fucking catch. Well, luckily, I came prepared with some video game holy water. The power of Christ compels you! Compels you back to hell where you came from!
Irate Gamer, you moron! I had nothing to do with that game! Now Silver Surfer, that's a different story.
This game is still evil. Alright gamers, today we're continuing our quest for good Jurassic Park games, and this time we're looking at the 16-bit consoles. And even though this Jurassic Park installment has superior graphics, this game is also a Tyrannoshitosaurus. If you picked this game up one weekend back in the day at some video rental store, well, I feel your pain. The controls in this game are horrid, and I found it next to impossible trying to switch out my guns. The entire time I'm running around with this little lightning gun, I can't figure out how to switch it out once the bigger dino baddies come out and play. And these assholes seem to pop out of every shrubbery orifice. Ah! Good God! And this game gives you no direction on where you need to go to either. I'm just walking around with my thumb up my ass saying, where do I go now? Well, hell if I know. And oh great, I guess I'm overdue for my dino ass raping. Well, forget this entire experience. I refuse to absolutely step one more foot in this park again. I'm out of here. Which, I didn't realize you could do. Huh, well that's the first cool thing that's happened in this game. Alright, well time to explore this area and... oh my god, even the water kills you? Just get this shit out of my face. because now it's time for me to play Jurassic Park 2 for the NES. Alright, fine, let's just get this over with. And during the game's startup screen, what the hell's with all this cartoony BS? Not sure what that's all about, but after that, oh yeah, a little platformer action it looks like. Time to blast me some dinos. Yeah, so far so good. And a couple seconds later, what's this shit? I guess I forgot to do something in this level? Alright, well let's double back, jump up here, look around, and I'm at the beginning again. Oh, come the fuck on. Oh my god! Alright, let's go back through this one more time, and let's see, anything to do? Nope, I am fucking stumped. You ever have one of those days where you have to play one stupid Jurassic Park game after another? Alright, let's see if any of these Sega Jurassic Park games are any better here. Oh, thank God, look at that sweet startup screen. But unfortunately, after only 1 minute into this game, I'm about ready to bail on this one too. After blasting a few dinos, my character then starts slip-sliding all over the damn place, revealing just how big of a level this really is. And look, I don't mind playing through a large level here, but this map is the size of an actual fucking rainforest. Exactly where the hell am I going here? And where do I need to be? Obviously it looks like there's multiple layers upon layers of paths I can traverse to reach the end. And this gameplay is so difficult that it keeps making me fall to the bottom where all the damn pricker bushes are. And in the words of Indiana Jones, pricker bushes. Why the hell did it have to be pricker bushes? And this is only the first level. Damn it, Sega! Where the hell's all the simple and fun at? Game over? Well good, fuck it. And if you think that was bad, well wait till you see the Jurassic Park Rampage Edition that also delivers a giant-sized game map bullshit extravaganza turd right on your doorstep. Even as the game begins, this pterodactyl flies you all over the game map, which foreshadows how you'll need to figure out which one of the 50 fucking paths that veer off from the main one will actually get you to the end. Ah, great. And this game just becomes another Jurassic-sized turd to add to our shit game mountain. And how come out of all these games, not one of them was able to add any trace of that original musical score from the movie? How the hell is that even possible? So you're telling me that not one game company could justify paying the license fee to include the iconic music? Good lord, how the fuck much was John Williams charging for that musical catalog? Now I've got one last Jurassic Park game for the Sega CD, and I'm including this game in the review because this game could have been something awesome. When the Sega CD was released, Sega was looking to stand out from the crowd by offering cutting-edge graphics and gameplay. But unfortunately, this Jurassic Park game turns out to be an over-glorified text-based story-adventure type video game. And this is something I'd expect to see on the Commodore 64, not the Sega CD. And if you point and click your way through this mess, you'll have to scroll over here, go through this cave, read this sign. Oh, for God's sake, this sucks. Let's go back, go through here, and finally enter into the park. Aw yeah, now this may look cool, but off to the side here, well, we get to stare at nothing but shipping boxes. Great, so now we're rummaging around in the Jurassic Park shipping department. Yep, exactly what I was looking to do. Well, let's go back outside here, and finally, alright, we find some dinosaurs to interact with. Unfortunately, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I mean, I guess I can go over here and honk this horn. That was pretty cool, and game over? What in the name of Chester Fuckington just happened? I didn't see a damn thing. Everything just went black and the game is over? Oh, for God's sake. This game is the very definition of horrible. All I wanted was a game where I could have fun interacting with shit. I mean, hell, I'd even sell for having AVGN's alter ego, Rex Viper, in this game.
Oh, hey, Irate Gamer. What's wrong? You're looking kind of irate.
Yeah, hey James. Well, you'd be irate too if you had to review all these stupid Jurassic Park games.
James? Hey. I'm trying to blend in with all these dinosaurs here, so please call me by my band name, Rex Viper. You know, like T-Rex? Yeah, you like that, don't you? Well, we play retro dinosaur rock. Yeah.
All right, enough with the plugs already.
Sorry for the shameless plug, and good luck with these Jurassic Park games. You're gonna need it.
Just wait till I'm on his show. So with the exception of Jurassic Park 2 and the Game Boy, well, these Jurassic Park games suck. But never fear, because I do have one last Jurassic Park game to recommend. And that is the Jurassic Park arcade game. Ah yeah! Now here's a dino blasting experience I was looking for. The graphics are great, it gets your adrenaline running. Take that! What a great experience of dino smashing. Just don't run out of quarters while battling that T-Rex. Oh crap, I hate when this happens. Ah! I hate this